I'm Shannon Holman. We have a business called Arkansas Crop Technologies that my husband and I do together. We grow flowers in the spring. We call the flower farm Sweet Gum Flower Farm because there's a lot of sweet gum trees around our place. And then we grow pumpkins in the fall.
I'm Merritt, Holman. We're here outside of England, Arkansas. Primarily we grow pumpkins. We have a lot of different varieties of gourds and some squash, winter squash as well.
The way we started pumpkins is we had a friend that was growing a few pumpkins on the side, about an acre or two, and selling them to raise money for his daughter's college.
He needed some help. He wanted to grow but didn't really have the labor, and so he was raising money for his daughter's college education, and my kids were small. So it eventually transitioned over to raising money for my kids, and then eventually we just continued to grow and take it over.
We just started one year with like 5 acres. Now we are up to 100 acres, and I work non-stop for 6 weeks. I don't even barely sleep.
It's a crop that you have to baby a lot, and it's a crop that is very much like Goldilocks. You can't have too much water, you can't have too little water, it has to be just right. And that's the way with pretty much all the production inputs throughout the year. And so it's a challenge.
So that's how the pumpkins got started. It's grown. We've been really fortunate. We basically supply all the major nurseries and a lot of the pumpkin patches. So we supply those in Central Arkansas. So the flowers, I decided to grow flowers. I just thought, hey, I've got enough room and I've got equipment and let's do it. Then I just put some flowers in the next year and it's kind of taken off. This is only my 3rd year of growing flowers.
Keeping good notes is probably the best advice that I would give for someone. The best farmers in agriculture are guys that are extremely diligent at taking notes about what worked, what didn't, if something went wrong, how do we correct it and not make that mistake in the future. Pumpkins
are hard to grow, and I'll tell everybody that. They're hard and they're expensive to grow. So you really have to know what you're doing. I think that the reason our pumpkins have been so successful is because my husband and our partner when we started were so knowledgeable about growing and seeds and seedling diseases and everything else that it really was a plus for them. It can be very difficult to get a good pumpkin crop year after year.
Farming and agriculture in general is very, very different type of a business model. You have inputs, but you really don't know what your output is going to be every year. You're very dependent upon the weather. Even as scientific as we would like to think that we are, we're still very dependent upon the year. At the last minute, a hailstorm, anything can come in and really destroy what you've worked for all year. So there's a lot of variability in income. You have a lot of employees. We have 18 guys really that work with us.
What makes it really possible for us to do what we're doing is to get an operating loan. We do that most years because in the farming business, you don't get paid all year round. You know, we plant, we buy seeds and chemicals and all those things, and we don't see the pumpkins or any profit from those until the end of the year. We have been working with Ag Heritage since we started our business, and of course they've been a key player. We've just had a really good relationship with them over the years.
Oh, it's a great organization. I started with them as soon as I started into consulting, actually. And I knew that I had a very different business model in agriculture from other farmers. And it's just continued to grow from there, but it's primarily about personal relationships. And that's what is the best part about that organization is they really take care of their customers. It's been just a great relationship over time.
We love the patronage. Our favorite thing about it is we don't expect it. So when we get the check-in every year, we're like, woo!
The patronage program at Ag Heritage is very nice. You feel like you're part of the business. You get some percentage of that comes back into the different business owners that are working with Ag Heritage. It has that personal connection. If I'm doing good, they're doing good, and it's a great place to do business.
It works out, and they've been good to work with us. If you're wise with how you do it, it can work very well. We've done really well with Ag Heritage. They're great to work with.